Alrighty, welcome back to the B&T Potty, aka the Braith and Tamana podcast. Another week, another episode. How are you been this week, Tamana?
Being good, all the normal.
Yeah, good to hear. So we're actually filming this episode early because we're filming this on the 4th of December, which is Sunday, and we leave tomorrow for Queensland and we come back Friday. So we got to film this one early to make sure there is an episode out. Because we did miss last week, but we had the Swedish candy video that was uploaded replacing that. So what were your overall thoughts on the video, Tamana? How do you think it turned out?
Look, mate, I loved it. Swedish candy is great, except for the licorice and the other licorice
Yeah,
and the
some
other
of them,
licorice.
some of the
All the
licorice was
licorices.
all the licorice was pretty
Shit.
to say the least, yeah. But we kind of had to not talk bad about it because it was did get sent to try it by a company, Viking Imports, so we had to try to be nice, but it was pretty crap. It was pretty shit. But the Marianne's and like everything else was like bloody amazing. But we also have some more Swedish candy, so we're definitely going to do a part 2 with Nugget, maybe in someone else, who knows. But it should be good. I really enjoyed making that video, eating Swedish candy.
Yeah, same. That was pretty fun video to make.
Yeah, exactly. And Nugget likes food, lollies, so he'll eat whatever really. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like, pretty much the main thing that's been happening this week really. We did the live watch along as well after that for the Australia versus Tunisia game. And after the game, we posted some YouTube shorts. As we do now, we post YouTube shorts. And over the past couple of days, we've probably gotten like 30 plus subscribers, which is really good to see that we're actually growing now from making these YouTube shorts. And we did on the our reaction to the goal, and Nugget edited the goal over the top. So as we react to it, the goal's at the top, so you can see. And FIFA had nothing better to do than come to a small podcast and copyright our video with 9.1k, which is our best YouTube shorts. It's most viewed, and FIFA just had to ruin it, man. What were your thoughts on that one, Tamana?
Look, mate, that was devastating, honestly. Like, come on, FIFA. I know you like to ruin branding deals and shit like that and copyright random people, but like, still, why you gotta be like that?
Like, yeah, you really got nothing better to do. You gotta come to a YouTube channel that has less than 150 subscribers, an up and coming podcast, and be like, you know what, I'm gonna ruin their day. Like, it's just a shame. But we got like, just from that YouTube shorts alone, we probably got like 20 new subscribers before it got taken down, which was really good to see. Yeah, it was really good. So moving on this week, this is something that I wanted to talk about for a while on the potty. I've got a funny cat story, right? So this would have been a while ago, like years. I'm talking a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, right? So my auntie was driving up the driveway, and look, I don't know, I wasn't there. This is secondhand information, and she managed to run over a cat, right? Yeah, okay. She's really devastated, but we wanted to find out whose cat it was. So, they went door knocking to the neighbours, found this one guy that thought it was his cat, came over, bawling his eyes out, had a look at him and goes, hold on, that's not my cat. So we were like, oh, thank God. And then we finally realised that it was the neighbour's cat, and we were too afraid to tell them, so we just chucked it in the bin. We literally just did not want to tell them, so we just chucked it in the bin. And then the next day they came knocking on the door, and they were like, have you seen our cat? And we were just like, no, we haven't seen it. But secretly it's probably in our red bin, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, to say the least.
It's not something you hear every day, chucking a dead cat in a bin. Yeah. I mean, what would you do there, I'd be way too afraid to go tell the neighbours, "Hey, like, I ran over your cat," like
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, how was your day today? Yeah, I ran over your cat.
yeah, like, "Oh, how's your cat been?" "Yeah, it's not good, it's, like, flat on the floor, yeah." Like, there's no way I'd just blatantly be like, "Yeah, I ran over your cat." Like, I think the best idea was to just chuck it out, just like, yeah, just get a new cat, and I feel like they did get a new cat since then, so that's pretty funny.
So what do they think? Do they think it's just like gone missing?
Yeah, I don't know, they were just like thought it just, like, got lost or something. I don't know if they were, like, trying to still look for it, like, they're probably still looking for it now, like, you never know. But they just came up to us and, like, knocked on our door and said, "Oh, oh, I think we've lost our cat, like, have you seen it?" And said, "Oh, it's, like, a black cat," or something like that. And then we're like, "No, we haven't, like, when did you lose it?" or whatever. She's like, "Oh, last last night or something, I just went to look for it and it wasn't around, so I, don't know where it went." I'm like, "Yeah, no, we haven't seen it, so I don't actually know what happened ever since." But yeah, they've got a cat that roams around somewhere, so they've definitely upgraded since last time.
They've upgraded cats.
Upgraded cats, bro. Unlocked a new level, got a free cat. But yeah, no,
Goddamn right, free cat.
free cat, definitely. Um, yeah, that's a funny one there, but just thought I'd share that one for you lads. Anyone that listens to the potty, Deepan, I'm sure Deepan's laughing right now. But what do you have for us this week, Tamana? Anything special you want to mention? You want to talk about?
Well, yeah, actually I do.
Okay.
Recently myself and you, Braith, we watched this beta squad video. It was pretty just like to highlight. It was a good video. It only came out like a couple hours ago, but it's a good video.
But it
Um
was indeed.
it was a bit of a banger. They had Trent Alexander-Arnold on it, a football player who plays for Liverpool. Um, and it was a banger. It was guess the footballer or something like that. It was, yeah, absolute banger. Um, I think the highlight of it for me was first of all that guy that looked like Jack Grealish, the turtle guy.
Oh
It
yeah.
was funny as, and then second of all, Trent getting up and just smashing it crossbar like first try when no one else could do it. That was pretty cold as well. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was a pretty good video.
yeah, it's pretty good that like I'm assuming it's Chunks that gets these link ups with all these people because last week or like 2 weeks ago they had Stormzy, and now they got Trent. Chunks just knows all these people. I don't know how he links up with all these people. Like he's done videos with Sterling, he's done videos with Mason Mount. He's got all these crazy link ups. H, like a whole bunch of people, and it's really good to see. And I feel like that's something, if you want to compare him to sidemen, that's something that the sidemen aren't doing. I mean, like they've done it like on like their sidecasts and stuff, like a little bit with like Mr. Beast and stuff, but they're not going to Beta Squad's extreme. Like I feel like Beta Squad are just like doing it better. Like I don't know if that's like a bold statement to say, but at the moment,
No,
Beta Squad videos, like they've been popping a lot more than Sidemen videos, I reckon.
yeah, I agree with you. I have to agree with you.
Like Sidemen content's kind of going downhill. Like there's some content that's alright, but some of them just go for too long and it's so boring. And like, Beta Squad videos, like they're not too long, but they're not too short. That, middle length kind of video, and they have their own idea, when they do the false identity, whether it's guess the footballer, guess the rapper, all that kind of stuff, and it's, really good content, and I sit there and enjoy it myself compared to, Sidemen content.
For sure, for sure.
Right, so yeah, I don't really know. There's not an awful lot that's been happening, the past week. I mean,
Yeah. I just want to mention that at the end of that video that we were just talking about, they also played a trailer for a banger new video that looks good. It's like a Sidon style football challenge, and
yes,
they've got
and speed.
Speed and Dion.
Yes,
Like
that
what? Like
looks
I
bang.
don't see Sidemen getting those that link up right there. Like that's the link up we didn't know we needed.
Yeah, exactly. They were all in their Portugal shirts, bro. It absolutely looked crazy, like a movie. They're always providing with the best content. Can't lie right now. They're
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
hot hot on the UK YouTube scene, which is good to see them actually starting up again and producing really good content, because there was a period where they just weren't uploading, and now they're uploading every Saturday, Sunday for us, but and just pumping out really good content, which is really good.
Yeah, it's good to see, man. It's good to see.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I mean, nothing much been really happening. I mean, me and Tamara finished our 2 weeks of work experience. The 9 to 5 business life. Look, it's going to be really good to just get to relax in Queensland, because it does get tiring, honestly, working 9 to 5. Like, I've never worked 9 to 5 before. It's completely different to your school life. Starting at 9, finishing at 3:05, whatever it is. For your schools out there. And yeah, it does get tiring, but it's also making content, which is what we want, and it's really good. We had a presentation to our parents, teachers, all that kind of stuff, and I feel like personally went really well. What were your takes on our presentation?
I think it went really well as well. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
it
It went
definitely
well.
definitely went really well, because we actually snagged ourselves a traineeship for next year. So yeah, we're basically going to be in the office one day a week, and then school, that kind of thing, etc. Doing that next year, which is really good to see. All the clients that we were working with really loved us and the work we were producing, and we're only going to get better from here. And that's also gonna equivalent to the B&T content. It's only going to get better as well as we learn how to do certain things. We'll put that towards the B&T content as well. So yeah, it was really good opportunity to be able to do that. Learn a lot of skills, and yeah, it was just really good.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna mention something really briefly, and then we're gonna get into a bit of the sport recap. Not an awful lot to talk about in the sport recap, but we're just trying to talk about as much as we can. Because yeah, there isn't a lot to talk about. But I wanna ask this for anyone listening out here, right? We're thinking of starting our own like series, show, whatever you want to call it. We were thinking right in the office. We're thinking a dating show, right, where we set up our one of our mates with like a date, and we just absolutely ruin it. Like, we have cards like the sidemen do when they do like speed dating and stuff, and you have like cards that have like embarrassing questions on it. And we were thinking, haha, sucks to be you is like going to be what it's called, because we're just going to absolutely ruin it by like giving them like some ugly chick, and like setting them up on this date, maybe blindfolding him. Like, I don't know where we could go with this, but like, I reckon it'd be a good idea. What do you think on the dating show, Tamana?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Honestly, it's a good idea. It'll hopefully work out well, and it'll be funny to watch.
Yeah, 100%. So definitely, if you guys want that, let us know. If you want to be on the show, I mean, let us know as well. On our social medias, you know where to find us in the link tree down below. But yeah, it'll definitely be a class series to do. I mean, there's not an awful lot of dating content, like dating shows and stuff like that, when you talk about like Aussie creators and stuff like that. So I feel like it'll definitely really go well, and hopefully grow our channel as well, which will be good to see. So yeah, do you want to get into the sport recap tomorrow? Because that's pretty much all I've got to say, unless you want to say anything
Yes,
more.
I do. All right. Sport recap for me this week. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. There's really not much to talk about because it's World Cup break right now. But World Cup, where as of recording this right now, today was the day of the Australia-Argentina match, the unfortunate loss here. I'm not going to chat too much about that, but I'd just like to say, but I mean, by the time this video's out, it's probably going to be a couple weeks ago, maybe. But it's unfortunate loss. We really deserved a little bit more, but I'm happy with how we went. Hit the result, etc. So, other than that game, really, there's not much to be talking about on the sport recap. Most of the World Cup group stages will be played. Not group stage, so knockout rounds will be played while we're at Queensland. So when this video gets back up, when we're in Queensland, you guys will know the results of those before we do. But the other game that finished was, I believe, Netherlands 3, USA 1, knock USA. So it's Netherlands and Argentina in the first quarterfinal or semifinal? Quarterfinal. Semifinal.
One
Yeah,
of the
I have to
two.
get there. One of the two. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing, a bit of a look ahead. The F3 Derby is 1 week away now. In the A League, and A League's back in 1 week. So that's looking forward to that. Yeah, that's about it for the Tomorrow Sport recap.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, obviously the Australia game, we did a live watch along. We did a halftime cooking show, and a lot of stuff went down. So, if you do want to check the replay, definitely do, because despite the loss, we actually had really fun doing the live watch alongs. I feel like a lot of people actually enjoy it if you like soccer and want to see our reactions to the goals, etc. Yeah, it was really fun, and obviously the F3 Derby coming up. I actually cannot be there. I'm gonna watch the Sydney Kings. Now it's my first time gonna watch a basketball game live, but I really wanted to go watch the Sydney Kings. I'm going with Nathan, and it should be good. You know, Watching basketball live, I've never, it's something I've never thought of doing. But as I'm getting into basketball now, I wanted to go watch a game live, and that's the closest. Is the Sydney Kings. So that was the date that we picked, and it happened to be the same day as F3 Derby. So sadly, I won't be there, but hopefully we still get the win anyway. And it should be really good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so we're gonna be going to Queensland. We're gonna talk all about the funny stories and stuff next week when we come back. We should have some funny stories. We might even have a little vlog of some of the rides that we go on, etc., etc. We may or may not have a vlog. You might just have to stay tuned. Depends what we film on my little GoPro I'm gonna take. And other than that, yeah, that's it. You got anything else you want to say? You want to shout out anyone? Give any love?
No, not necessarily. Go watch that watch along. Go watch the YouTube shorts. Follow the TikTok. Follow the Spotify. And yeah, that's it. Peace out.
Hey, and this bitch still capping with Dan, bro.